and it runs the back of Marlborough over the beautiful downs. And the views are lovely. It's just nice to get out. This thing, as you can have a look, it's got new braided hoses. I did that. Yeah, I did last run, I put a video up, just a really lovely trip. 30 degrees in the sun the other Sunday, absolutely beautiful, along the A4. And this one's a slightly different trip. With that Ropley, it runs right over the Marlborough Downs, north of Marlborough. A massive high point view, which is beautiful, and the road is just stunning. This was onto the A4 towards Calne. We always give the other bikers a nod, say hello. Excuse all the sniffing, it's that time of year. No idea what the road's going to bring today, but in essence there'll be a lot of drivers a little bit tired, I should think, after Christmas. And probably some people who won't bring their cars out till next Christmas, going to visit Granny. Road surface is terrible. But I don't really need to worry too much about positioning for view, because the road's so big I can see without getting too near the edge of the lines. I can see pretty damn well, far enough to stop very quickly. But the bike just sits here quite nicely in third gear, 2,500 revs, purring at 30. Pretty dope. Move out again. Stay off the white. Just have it. Yeah, I managed to pick up a sniffle before Christmas. And stayed with me all through Christmas. So it's a get on your bike, bit of wind, bit of air in your nose, and you start hawking and sniffing, and it sounds horrible. I was listening to Richie Vito, and I really like him as a vlogger, really good. And he had the cold and sniffing through the bike. I didn't mind it, but a couple of people I see had a little moan who were watching his videos. Stop sniffing. Yeah, working off a bit of Christmas dinner with their dogs. To be honest, the amount that I've eaten and drunk over the last few days would take more than a long walk. I think I'd have to walk this whole bike route today. Let's lift the lid up. Harry's being a bit sedate, I reckon. He knows he's being filmed. He's brushed his hair and everything. Oh, he's off. Speak too soon. Mirror check. It's about 2:45, so alright, we've got an hour and 3/4 before it starts getting proper dark. Oh. So we're going to see if we can sneak a coffee in at Wantage. It's always nice to have a place to go for coffee. That place there, the Divine Cafe, is a great little coffee stop as well on the A4 near Calne. They're lovely people who go biking and people who don't, local people. If you're walking up on the hill up there on Cherhill, come down and do lovely coffees and cakes and sandwiches and a bit of cooked food as well. They're really nice. Local family. Well, this is Labour in Vane Hill. It goes on forever, and if you're on a push bike, I can imagine it would feel like you're labouring in vain. And you can see over there the monument Lord Lansdowne put up, and you can walk all the way up there as well. It's quite a nice walk if you're feeling that way inclined, but not for me today. So he's picking up a good bit of speed. Probably get down to speed I can talk. But this is up through Avebury. And you forget how lovely the roads are, but when you live in a place with all the sort of heritage on your doorstep, you sort of take it for granted. And it's not until you see people wandering around these places that you realise how important these places are. That big ant hill over there, you should be able to see it. It's just a hill of chalk. I'm not even sure they really know what it's all about. You hear all sorts of stories, they don't know what it was for. They've excavated it, nothing in it, just a hill of chalk. I think it's where people just stood on top so they could see, to be fair. But we also don't know how much of the Victorians had to do with putting it up, because the Victorians were good at reconstructing monuments. If you have a look here, we're going to go through the stone circle at Avebury. It's a village that's surrounded by a massive stone circle with this road. Gives you an idea. But again, these stones, some people think they're pretty magical, and pretty sure they dance around them in cloaks at funny times of the year. But again, some of the way they've been put back up and arranged, I think it's open to a bit of interpretation to how they put them up. And this road is lovely. We're going out to Broadhinton. It's a well-known biker road. You get quite a few accidents here in the summer. Wide for the view of the turning, back in for the corner. It's always the same, you're always dealing with multiple hazards. It's never just wide for the corner, because you've got an entrance in the way, or you've got oncoming traffic. It's a road for overtakes. I don't want to go too wide there because it's rather a hill, but I need advantage to see. There we go, go to with far over, you end up with cars dodging puddles of water. Looking way ahead, there's a lot of Sunday traffic. I'm sure no one's going to shoot in and out those exits. But yeah, lovely scenery, like you imagine it with sun on it. And those hills in front of you, or the hill, it's like the ridge that we're going to go over further up. Just hold a constant throttle. Again, there's a bend that'll catch a few people out. Which it often does, the bikers. It's quite balmy now, it's up to 12 degrees. This bike we're doing 50, and this bike will do it 50 in any gear really. You never have to worry too much about the gears, it's got so much power. 4th gear. Yeah, savage power. But I've got the traction control on 3, which is the wet setting. It does come in early, but to be honest, you shouldn't ever have the traction control on unless you've done something daft that's there to save you, not for you to ride on the road using, in my view. I know people say, oh, turn it off in the ABS. Well, it's up to you. If you're such a good rider, you don't need it, fine. But I'm pretty sure the amount of years I've had riding, when I've had to brake quick, I haven't had time to get my ride magazine out, read up the passage on feathering the brake, slow start pulling it in and pull it more gently. I'm pretty sure that I just poked out a turtle head and snatched up the brakes. But to be honest, it ain't very often that's happened. I can't even remember really when it has, but I'm pretty sure it has. Lifesaver. Bit of a farm looking vehicle, so clue what his reg is, but I don't think I want to go overtaking him. It's pretty clear up the hill though. He's doing alright, he's not hanging about. But if you have a look over the edge, you'll see on a good day horses, no, but on a good day you'll see a lovely view. I'm not going to get too near the edge. I'm not going to hang my head out, but I'm going so slow. So much gravel gets kicked out in the weather. And Harry stopped to have a look round. We'll change the camera position. Yeah, we'll change the camera.